anybody who comes to this park, they get that feeling. You just get a feeling like going down to the water. It depends on where you want to go. There's water anywhere you can go, get in the water. I had a bald eagle fly over me from like maybe 10 feet above me. I felt like I may be able to jump and catch it. It was so close. We don't see that. No. Being in the city for 20 years, Bay Area.
Hey guys, Johnny Disc Golf here at the 2019 Beaver State Fling with coverage presented by the Next Gen Tour. I am standing with the Masters Division champion, Mr. Patrick Brown. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good, Corey. How are you?
I'm hanging in there, man, and I expect you to do good because you had a solid weekend, man. Like, lay it out for me. How'd it go?
I played better in the rain than I did on the perfect days, but I'm glad I did. Yeah, I'm glad I did. This place is just special. Anybody that plays disc golf on the tour knows that this place is definitely special. So I got in plenty. I bought a pass. I got my fill. I had basically 10 days extra of practice besides the event. So yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm a little tired, as you are, running around filming and stuff. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, always good to be here.
So this tournament does have that kind of old schooly feel, right? With 2 rounds on Friday. Masters Division player, Grandmaster's age. Right. How does that feel in the body? 2 rounds a day is a lot, even for the youngins.
Well, like I said, I prepped 9 days of double rounds leading up to this event, and I played Blue Lake in between. Yeah, I feel like you should be in shape to do whatever. We're throwing frisbees or, playing disc golf. So I've worked real jobs. Everybody's worked real jobs. They know what it's really like to deal with it. I'm very, happy and lucky to be where I'm at, especially at my age. So I took full advantage. It might have worked against me a little bit in some ways, but I think sleep the night before is the biggest key.
Yes.
Yeah, get a lot of sleep. Make sure your area is prepped and you're prepped for the next day, especially when it comes into double days, which, yes, is very old school. I would hope that we'll move into something different, maybe Thursday through Sunday, just so you can get more days, obviously, and not have those kind of pressured rounds, maybe get more AMs in the way the parking works. So, yeah, still feel happy to be here, like I said, and age is a number, really. I mean, it just depends on in your mental, how you're feeling. If there's a lot of confident players out there that do well in this sport, and it's all just because of how they're backing themselves and, the support you get from our companies and everything too. But believing in yourself and not getting distracted.
Pause. Yeah, but seriously, speaking of distractions, car alarm going here. But
that's just classic how it works around here. I like the old school feel. I think it is an endurance test with my boy Johnny. Props out to Johnny. He loves a double day, just because if you can do better in the second round than you did in the first round, how bad is it? Or how much did you not prep?
Yeah.
So I felt good about the whole thing, and we got lucky with the weather at the all in all, because that first day was programmed to be really bad, as we've all seen on the tour this year. It's been one of those years. This worked out really well for us all. Yeah,
like you said, it's been rough pretty much at every event, that we've been at, save a couple.
Masters Cup, it rained? Dude, Masters Cup, it rained?
That's how you know it's a rainy year, right?
It's a rainy year.
With the forecast, it was going to be like nasty all day Friday. Was that something that you had on your mind going into the tournament? And if so, what'd you do when it didn't really turn out that way?
I was very lucky. I have to give it up to Tara Lynch. My friend came down from Canada just to caddy for me, just to help me out, just being that she didn't make it into the event this year with her work and everything, but she showed up. So I was fully prepared for what was going to come, or what might come. I'm a mudder. I'm used to it. Cali, Orangevale, every year you're playing in bad conditions. A lot of Stafford Lake, the bag tag or the doubles, I think on Thanksgiving, very bad conditions on a really hard course. So I consider myself a mudder. I feel better in those conditions. I'm fully prepared. And having a caddy, obviously, that travels through states to get here to help you was a big help. So that's how I prepared.
Yeah. First place. It's been a few years since you have been first place out here, though. Yeah, I was going to say, when was the last time you took it down, and what does it feel like to get back on that first place, after so many years?
I mean, it always feels good to get a W. I'm pretty much a bride's queen at a lot of events, especially now that I play my boss all the time. He's, a legend in the game, 32 years playing, started when he was 9. I started when I was 36. So I'm very happy to just be wherever I'm at when I'm doing it. I might not look like it, but I have my own inner demons to battle, as we all do, and I just appreciate just the opportunity. This place is special as all gets, just like SF special, Amarada special, Maple Hill special to me, and whatever that course is in Delaware, but then
Iron Hill,
that's special to me too. That is a actual disc golf course without OB lines, no artificial OB, and it'll humble you. So I feel humbled every time I play here, but I'm very grateful to get to play here. This is a special event.
No, absolutely. This is my 4th year here. You've been here, quite a few years more than that. But it just feels like it's such a reward to be able to come up here and play a disc golf tournament in a place like this. We have a lot of tournaments like, and this is not throwing shade, but like Peoria coming up, and events GBO, for instance, where it's more about the disc golf, right? But out here, is there something special in the air? Like, what does it feel to come up to Portland for you?
Oh, I look forward to it every time. I'm even though I'm lucky to be a grandmaster and have 1,000 rated. I mean, I'm maybe not lucky. I work for that, but I get to enter, so I really don't have to worry about getting to this event as much as some people do. This is something that's on my plate, on my mind every year at any time. I won my first 3 Masters Cup in a row and won my first 3 Beaver State Flings in a row in that sequence, and ever since then I've taken second, getting back to your other question. Yeah. So I've taken second like 4 or 6 times, Climo, Stokely, Joe Revere, going to playoffs, going into battles, and just missing. So this is, it's forever gonna be there for me. It's one of the things I look forward to. I just feel anybody who comes to this park, they get that feeling. You just get a feeling like going down to the water. It depends on where you want to go. There's water anywhere you can go, get in the water. I had a bald eagle fly over me from like maybe 10 feet above me. I felt like I might be able to jump and catch it. It was so close. We don't see that. No. Being in the city for 20 years, Bay Area, that was majestic to me. There's just a different feeling. You want to unwind from your round, you just drop off the side, go to the water. It's majestic. Even though I miss the Majestic.
I know. Speaking of, that is next week. And
I can't make it because I got Vermont. I'm flying straight to Vermont to get practice.
And I'll be there filming.
Awesome.
But before that, I want to mention something. You just mentioned that it's hard playing your boss, Steve Rico, which is a recent development. Last time I interviewed you at Memorial, you were kind of in between, right? You were kind of open bag. What's the story and how'd that come about?
Well, we played Vegas, to start the year, and we were just talking, and he's just like, wow, bro, you don't have a sponsor? And I'm like, yeah, just trying to feel out where I fit in, I thought everything was good before, and it didn't turn out to be that way. So, being able to get in with a family, not throwing shade, like you said, throwing shade on corporate, but I get to play with the man. I get to go to dinner with him. I get to hang out with him. I get to drink with him. We get to travel together. We're traveling all together for the Worlds. It just feels different to be in a family with a person that actually inspired me to play disc golf. Which is true. I don't mean to get sappy, but I was watching the man throw a putter all over the place to where, people are throwing drivers and making bad decisions, and he is just popping putters, and that's where I learned to throw straighter lines, and I credit him for a lot of my disc golf. And so now to be on the same team, play in the same family, me, him, and Bomba. I used to watch him on like 93 videos of Pro Worlds and stuff, and that's how I learned to play disc golf, because I come from skateboarding. You learn skateboarding by watching videos of the new stuff coming out. Exactly. And so here I am watching, I went to sleep. My girlfriend hated me. She's like, you seriously putting this video on again? I'm going to sleep to chains banging and stuff. This was my life. Like, it just took over, which I'm glad, because I don't break bones playing disc golf.
Exactly, dude. Straight up. I've never been a skateboarder because I don't like getting hurt, man.
Right,
that's the thing, dude.
Right.
Steve Rico has been, or was at one point, I think he was 1035 rated for, I believe it was 12 straight years, 1035 or above. Right. In the past couple years, we saw him, not to say his skill drop, but he was less in the scene. But it seems like this year he's really putting a move on getting to all these big events. Why is that? And, do you have any insight?
Yeah, well, the company's coming together. Peace out to Bomba and the family, holding it down, letting Stevie get out there and get back to this. Not that he doesn't go back. He skipped Blue Lake to Lake Cement and build foundations and do stuff with the family. You know, I got to give him credit. He sticks to the family. They got family love, and you know, he's able to get out a little bit. He's put in the time where he's sacrificed some of his rating points and stuff because of, you know, years of putting back into the factory. I mean, those guys go to work and do foundations and cement and stuff like that and lay concrete for people, and then they go to the factory and then they work until they wake up to go, you know, go back, and so they don't stop. And so like that's why he skipped Blue Lake, is they had a big job doing a huge back deck on a house. I watched his story, so check it out, Steve Rico 4666 on Insta. You can see what the man actually does. He puts in work like I used to do. But to older, maybe I'm older, I'm older, obviously, but maybe I'm just older, set in it to where I need that. That's why GGP was such a thing for me to do, to give back to the sport in a way that I could, and to work and like feel like you worked, because being a professional golfer, it's very hard to have a 9 to 5 and tour and make 22 to 26 A tiers and above. I don't play B tiers anymore hardly. I don't get to see a C tier. I don't stay home. So being older, all that affects. He's got to always go back to the family, always go back to the warehouse, always go back to the family business. So I got to give it up to Stevie always about what they do, and the whole family, you know, the whole legacy family. I mean, they work hard, bro. They put it down. Yeah.
Is there anything next couple weeks? You're doing Ledgestone, right?
I can't go to Ledgestone because I'm going straight to Vermont for the World.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so
yeah, it's all too intermittent. Majestic, I would finish the Majestic. I'd have one day to get to Worlds and have to play because it starts on Tuesday. Yeah. So I had to cut out a lot. I love Blue Ribbon Pines. It's another kind of Maple Hill-esque type course. That's you know, that family. They do a lot to promote golf. I want to get back there. I'm thinking about doing a different tour next year. You know, I can't miss this, but I'm thinking about doing a different tour that'll make it to the places I really like, other than just like, oh, it's a big event at another place. You know, I wanted to check out Jonesboro this year, but I blew my engine, so I dropped a new engine in the car. I came up a couple days short on getting that happen, so I had to miss that, but I respect the TD for getting back to me and helping me back out on that.
So what's your next week? So you're doing Masters Worlds, right? That's it.
I'm going straight to SF. I'm gonna play GGP, probably do a little work, and then I'm gonna fly out to Vermont. I fly back from Vermont. My next event will actually be after Pro or Masters Worlds, will be Idlewild. Okay. I'm taking a couple weeks off, which I never do, but I kind of wanted to be home for a week or two, and then I'll drive out to Idlewild, and I won't return till November. So you'll see me IDGC and USDGC. Hopefully I qualify. If not, I'm going to do the Monday. I've never done the Monday, so I feel like that's something you should always do as a player, like try to qualify just on the raw feeling of that pressure. So yeah. I'm kind of loose right now. It's just all about Worlds for me. Every year right now, I finally won a World, so now I'm trying to win the second Worlds. I want to get a build-up title. I know it's in Grand Masters, and most people shame that, but it's like, hey man, I didn't start till I was 36, so you know, I'm gonna go try to get a title.
Hey, a world title is a world title, man. You know what I mean?
The U.S. Masters also, because I'll play Maple Hill and Open for the Pro Tour, and then the next weekend I'll be playing Maple Hill for the U.S. Masters also.
How do you quick, I want to get you out of here, but one thing, you just said U.S. Masters. They're playing it not only at Maple Hill. There's, I believe, 3 or 4 total courses in that whole area that they're playing on.
Right. We'll play 2.
2 courses?
Yeah, we're going to play the one right down the street. I can't.
Is it not Pyramids, is it?
I think it's Pyramids.
Really?
Right down the street. Yeah, have the shop and the house and everything. Yes, that place is, that's my kind of golf. Yes, so I'm very happy about where we're going on that, instead of these, you know, a lot of open courses with a lot of OB. Not shaming anything on that. It's just not my type of golf. I'm a woodsman. I like straight shots. I like when you have to see the player throw the shot they have to throw, not the variable of like how hyzer or how skip or whatever. Not shaming anybody. It's just the way I like to see golf. You know, SF. Anybody that's seen SF or been to SF, they see the way it is. It's a couple open holes. You have a couple other shots, but the rest of it is all straight shooting, and I'm a straight shooter.
Cool, man. I want to get you out of here with a chance for you to say anything you want to fans, supporters. I know, like, PB has a brand huge nationwide, man. Everybody loves you out there. So if there's anything you want to say to people supporting you, you know, whether at home or in Austin now, in San Francisco, or all across the globe, man, anything you want to say?
Oh, yeah, I got to just say thank you. I mean, all in all, it's just a pleasure to be out here and get to do this. Like I said, I didn't start till I was 36, so I mean, I'm trying to do what I can do. I really appreciate all the love, everybody that hits me up. Gotten a ton of response with the Legacy fan club, and just everybody coming up. Just they really help and represent, so I appreciate it. I mean, obviously, I got to ask, to thank Legacy, to thank Grip, Boom, and CBS. These people have had my backs for years. I've been with Grip for almost 9 years and just signed a new 2-year contract. So a lot of props to Grip, keeping my back in good shape. Legacy, it's all new. Being with the family, I can't thank you enough. And, Boom with keeping my head covered because I'm a baldy. So, thank you so much, Josh. Also, along with Philo and Drew on that team, it's just a great team to be on. And CBS, it's actually a bike shop, Corey's Bike Shop, out of Houston, Texas. They've sponsored me since the first day I met them in 2010. They watched me play my first U.S. Masters at IDGC. And he just has been down to support me and help me. And without them, I wouldn't be able to do this, to be on the road. So thank you.
Cool, man. And I appreciate you giving the mic back. It's the first time anybody's taken the mic from me. But for all of you at home, if you want to check out coverage of all things disc golf, not just Patrick Brown, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hey guys, thanks so much for checking out that interview. If you'd like to support me, check out patreon.com/JohnnyDiscGolf. And if you'd like to support my sponsors, check out Next Gen Tour. They are doing awesome things, and their championship is in Austin at Roy G. That is a sweet course. Also, check out Pro Pool, resistance bands designed to train for disc golf. Go ahead and Google them, check them out wherever you can.